Hey guys, what's going on? It's a dude, and I'm a dude reacting to another dude, sometimes reacting to a girl, as is such the case today. Now, today the topic is, should your adult kids pay rent? This is what I'll be going over in this video. This is what I'll be discussing. Yeah, we'll like and subscribe for more videos like these. And we're going to go ahead and get into it.
Do your kids pay rent? Mine do. And I'm about to answer this question, which it came up a lot on my video. And this person asked, if you don't mind, how much? Just curious, no judgment. I'm sure she's asking how much I'm charging them, right? And if people judge, I don't care. Anyways, my girls used to pay $300 last year. But because everything got so expensive, I brought them to the table. I sat down back in November and I said, hey, just so you'll know, everything is so expensive. So as of January 2025, the rent is going to go up by $100. So they used to pay $300. Now they're paying $400. However, this does include everything. They don't have to pay no light bill, no water bill, no gas bill, no toilet paper, no detergent, no nothing. If they open the fridge, if they want to grab whatever it is that I have in there, they're more than welcome to do so. And they're pretty good girls. If they go to the store, they buy their own things. They hardly ever grab things from my fridge. But again, if they do, I don't care. Obviously, they are my kids. Obviously, they know they're more than welcome to grab whatever they want. So yeah, that's how much I charge them every single month. And for many years, they worked and I didn't.
All right. I want to give you guys my thoughts. And my thoughts on the situation is I do believe adult children should pay rent. It does teach them responsibilities, such as, I need to pay bills. And it also tells them, like, if let's just be honest, if you let kids be kids, more than likely most kids don't have financial literacy. If you talk to your kids that, fine. But most kids don't. They're impulsive. They're going to buy whatever they want, whenever they want, with no responsibilities. They're more than likely not going to save. I know I didn't. I was not taught finances growing up. I blew all my money. I even got credit cards and blew that money. So I think teaching, having kids pay something after a certain age, especially if they don't go to college. Now, if you go to college, that's a different story. We'll have to, get into that. But if you just want to start working and if you just want to start working, then I do believe that you should contribute something to the household, especially in this time and age, because a lot of people don't realize like this isn't the same era as even 10, 15 years ago when one income could support a whole family. Everything's going up substantially. Inflation is through the roof. After 2020, we printed I think 40% of the circulating money supply. If I'm pretty sure is either 30 or 40% that we print in the last 6 years alone. So everything is sky high. So practicing group economics, I believe, is a good thing, especially if you have adult kids working. Now, I'm not saying uh, charge them an arm and a leg. Like if your kid's making, let's just say they got a job, retail or something, making $10 an hour, don't go charging them $500 a month. Come on, yo, please, come on. 1 or 200 to cover their phone bill or something like that should be more than enough to cover whatever they need. And so let's get back to what this woman was saying. She charged her two daughters. Now I know definitely boys need this. She charged both her two daughters 300 apiece, and she may be a single mom. She didn't say if she had a guy with her or whatever. And like times are hard, especially then people getting laid off. Layoffs are just through the roof. the last few years. So, people are struggling. And again, you just can't make it off one income. But that's it for that video.
Started charging my 18 and 19-year-old rent. Okay. They are both young adults who are working, and for their ages, they're making great money. So I feel like this is a great time to teach them that, you're making your own money, but that doesn't mean that you get to spend it on all the fun things all the time, like clothes, shoes. That's okay to buy, but when you get in the real world, you are going to have to learn how to manage your money because you're going to have real life bills, real life responsibilities. And I want to teach you that now while you're still under my roof before you get out there and learn it the hard way. So, I had to sit them down and explain like this isn't just about the money, it's the lesson. And at first it was like pulling teeth, like chasing them down. Where's my money? Give my rent money. Okay. But for the past couple of weeks, they've been progressing. They're doing better.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like she said, like if you let kids be kids, they're gonna blow all their money. And then when they get out in the real world, let's just say they move out finally within a few years or whatever, and they haven't been paying any bills. They have no concept of, I need to pay this, I need to pay that. So now they get out here and they start missing payments because they overspend. They don't have the money to pay their rent. So now they still calling you, hey, mama, I need can I borrow some money? So now they're kind of behind. Now this still may go even if you do charge your kids rent, but you should teach your kids, come on, people, some type of financial literacy, something. But I do believe that charging them something, even if you don't spend the money. Now, a lot of people will put that money back for their children, which I believe is the best way to do things, and that's how I'm doing things. But some people do necessarily, I mean, essentially need the money to help pay for stuff that is needed for the house. Like, not necessarily the mortgage, but groceries have gone up, utilities have gone up, cell phone bills going up. Everything is up. So I do believe in uh, practicing group economics. Now, what I didn't do it for the last video. I'm gonna go back and check it out. Let's check out some of these comments. So I always try to go with some of the top comments. So the comment with the most likes. My mom did. My mom did this, but when I moved, she gave me all the money I was paying her back. Pretty much was forcing me to save. See, and so I guarantee that worked out good. Imagine paying rent like your mom just charged you random rent, or your dad, or your parents charging you random rent, and like I say, you stay there 2, 3, 4 years, and you finally get out. You got the concept of money. You've saved a little bit, or you've saved a good bit, and they tell you, oh wait, before you go, here's all the money you've been giving me for the last few years. Put this down on the house, or whatever, and that will. Oh, you just don't know how much that will help uh, push that child forward in life by being able to have that money or get a down payment on a house, and it will really help that child to succeed further versus you just taking and not saving that money. Let's check out some more of the comments. I'm going through this now, and I'm not asking for rent, just phone and cable and Wi-Fi. So I do believe that should be paid. Also, let me go back to the previous video, and I want to check out some of their comments as well. Top comment: it baffles me how parents say our home, but as soon as the kids become of age, it changes to my house. I listen and I do judge. I'm not sure what she got going on. Let's check out a reply. LL, of course, we are only responsible until the age of 18. Then our children are not entitled to anything. That is our choice to give or provide if we want to. As you become an adult, it's time for you to become responsible for your own needs and wants. I absolutely disagree. If I can help my kids, I will, and I can't, then I won't ask them for anything. So overall, like, this is a big debate. A lot of people gonna be like, you can't charge your kids. And I'm gonna do a video. I seen one video where a lady was saying that, her helping her paying her mom rent help her to manage her finances. And that helped her when she got out in life to manage her finances because she was young and impulsive and she just would have blown all the money otherwise. And she went on to say also that she had friends that she knew that wasn't paying rent who was just blowing all their money. When they got out into life, they were blowing they were blowing money fast and they mismanaged their money and they always had financial issues. So I do believe that, charging your kids something when they get a certain age teaches responsibility. And again, if you can put that money back for them, that's a plus as well. If not, it's understandable. Times are hard. We're gonna be honest, like, because there's no such thing as, I mean, if you make a high enough income, of course, you don't need help. But the average person needs both incomes. Let's be honest here. Okay, let's end it some more. Let's check out some more of these comments. My 23 and 21-year-old pay 300 each plus includes groceries and necessities. We had a rule. Let's see. We had a rule: go to school after graduation, and we'll support you, or don't, and get a full-time job and pay rent. That I'm gonna like that one. That is kind of the boat I was in when I was growing up, and that's the option I also gave my kids. I told my son, I said, "Hey, you want to go to college? We'll support you, or if you want to get a full-time job, that's fine as well. But if you get a full-time job, you gonna have to pay something. It's life. You can't go anywhere in this world and work for free. I mean, and live for free. So let's just say my friend was like, I don't know, I don't want to pay out nothing. I'm gonna go stay at my friend's house. How long you think that's gonna last with him just mooching off of them and not paying anything? You just can't go anywhere in the world and live for free. That's not how life works. I'm not gonna teach my kids that that's how life works. I'm gonna teach them responsibility. Hey, look, you gotta pay something. You can't live nowhere in this world for free. All right, great job, mama. Let's see, I pay rent to my parents as well. You're doing a good job. Now, I will say there are those parents out there. My mom was one of them who felt entitled, like I owed her something. So this was back in 2004. I decided I went to college one semester, then I left, and I came back home, and she was trying to charge me $400 a month for rent. And back then, that's a lot of money. In 2004, that was a nice chunk of change, especially I was only making $8 an hour. I was laying pipe, and it was a hard job. And for me to give my money to her, working that hard for it, just to see her go blow. My mama blew money. She was never good with money. She always bought stuff she didn't need. I think in the course of her life, she had 43 cars. I couldn't contribute to that. Like I ain't gonna say hated my mom, but I resented my mom so for trying to charge me that. Not only did she want 400, she also wanted me to, like, she wanted us to clean. She wanted us to buy groceries. I'm making $8 an hour. I work a whole week just to give it to her. And I didn't, it wasn't right. It wasn't fair. So if y'all doing that, then that's not right. You just don't use your kids as a come up. They don't owe you nothing. They didn't ask to be here. But if you want to teach your kids responsibility or you want to put that money back for them like a savings account, that is fine as well. But I'm going to end that video right there. This has went on long enough. It's already 14 minutes in. If y'all like the content, hit the like button. Also subscribe for more videos like these. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.